Olá a todos, bem-vindos a mais uma conversa da Look Mag. Hoje continuamos a caminho do Comendatio 2025 e é um enorme prazer apresentar-vos o nosso convidado de hoje. Exatamente, pela imagem que estão a ver aqui, é mesmo o Filip Danielsson, que é o vocalista dos Humanity's Last Breath. Philip, first of all, thank you so much for being here. It's such a great pleasure to have you with us. Welcome to our talks.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It is a great pleasure. I would like to go back to 2009, I suppose, when the band began. So you can remind us to us all, how did all happen back then?
Ooh, oh, that's a tough question for me to answer. I mean, I joined the band in 2016, 2015, 2016. So I mean, back in 2009, it was just projects with their friends in the south of Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, yeah, our first contact that we made, like me and Buster, was like in 2012, I think.
12?
Because my band was the first one that he ever mixed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and now he's like a big time producer, but yeah, it started small. So that's how we got in contact first. So that's what ended up being, because he liked my voice on that album. So that ended up being like the thing that caught his attention when he wanted to audition for in 2014, I think.
The kind of he kidnapped you from the other band.
That's funny that you say that, because he said something along the lines of, if my vocalist gets in an accident or something, I will kidnap you. So
really. That's cool.
That's kind of how it went.
But it was a nice kidnap because you didn't give any fight.
Of course. It was good.
Tell me another thing, if you can tell me, because the name of the band, it's very powerful. And can you tell us who was the idea of putting this name on the band?
I know Buster kind of regrets it now, but he thought really? it sounded cool when he was a young guy.
I imagine.
So I don't know. It's not for me.
Philip, do you like the name, or do you think they would change the name?
I mean, I do like the name.
Yeah, I do also.
It's a
like
bit of a tongue twister
yes,
sometimes when you say it fast, but I mean, you can say HLB and then it's much easier.
Or you can say it's slower.
Yeah, you can say it slow.
So everybody can understand. Yes, I do like the name. So, and why deathcore? Why you like deathcore? Why do you like deathcore?
Well, I kind of started listening to deathcore around 2009. Wow. With the early albums with Whitechapel, Suicide Silence, and all that stuff. Because before that, I kind of listened to like Slipknot and stuff like that. So deathcore was a kind of a progression into heavy music, I suppose. And it has kind of just stuck with me since.
Now it's a part of it's a part of you.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
You know, a few weeks ago, I spoke to Sven from Aborted.
And yeah.
It was very cool. Yes, it is. It was very good to speak with him. And I found out that you had a single that you sang with them.
Yeah. I did a little thing with them.
Did you enjoy?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I've looked up to Aborted for a long time, and then he liked the band, so we got in touch, and yeah, we've been friends since. So that's cool.
And the way that you sing, you were not born with the growls, right?
Well, no.
Or
definitely not.
did you growl when you were bored and your mom said, "Oh, Philip"?
That would have been something, right?
That would be.
Well, no. I
No.
mean, I started growling when I was 15, kind of. It's a bit early. I don't know. Uh, it's it doesn't really happen the same way as you start like singing, because singing is very natural, and growling is just you need to actively like, okay, I want to growl in order to sound like this. So it just happened to be that we just liked metal when we were kids, and I had the darkest voice of us all back then because I had gone through that phase very early. So I just tried to scream, and it hurt like all hell because I
I
had no
imagine.
technique and all that stuff. You just try it out because you're just a kid, you know. But it sounded cool, so that's on that way it went.
And
Kind
now,
of.
after all these years, because doing some good grow,
Yeah,
it's hard, and
yeah,
it
of course.
can hurt your throat.
Yeah.
After all these years, do you have a technique, a specific technique, so you can sing and you can go on tour without hurting too much or anything at all your throat?
Oh yes, oh yes. I mean, it's been very much like trial and error in the beginning when you start doing gigs and stuff in the early days. You don't know what you're doing basically. You're just trying to make it sound good. Well, it kind of did, but then your throat hurts for a week after.
Oh God.
So now I'm very much more into just having it sustainable, I suppose. So it's definitely a lot of technique behind it, and I mean, I just came home from a tour for a 6 week tour, and it went good. I mean, I didn't have any issues with my voice, so I think I'm doing something right at least.
Do you have any kind of because I'm always curious about that, because when my son was your age he began to
Yeah.
grow, and I look at him and I said, oh God, the neighbors will put us out of the building,
Oh yeah.
something will happen. But everybody look at him like that. Mm. But
Uh-huh.
they didn't do anything. But
Right.
I always told him, be careful with that. But now they have tutorials, they have YouTube,
Oh,
where
of course.
whole bunch of guys can explain and everything. But
Mhm.
when you go on a concert and on a tour like the one that you ended now,
Mhm.
do you have any kind of special preparation before the gigs?
I mean, yeah, not so much like. I mean, I do the usual kind of vocal exercises. I don't know, try to just
Wh-
activate the voice. I don't scream anything or just do anything or growl before. So the first growl I make is kind of the first growl on stage. I just trying to get kind of in a good mindset, and almost a little bit like meditating, I guess. Just trying to stay calm because the fastest way I've noticed that you kind of wear out your voice is if the adrenaline on stage takes over, because then you lose the control, and then you will also start losing your voice. So staying calm before and just keeping that calmness is what's works for me.
that's a very good advice, because the youngest, they don't have much patience. They want
Yeah,
to go and
of course, of course.
but they have to learn by error. So
Yeah,
let's hope they don't.
that's kind of how it is. Yeah, it's so unnatural to growl, so you just need to try and see what works for you.
Yeah, yeah.
I suppose.
Back then in 2016, when you joined the band,
Yeah.
what were your expectations concerning of this was another step on your career of being the vocalist of a band like Humanity's Last Breath?
I mean, back in 2016, I literally thought that it would be like a one-off thing, kind of because after I put down the vocals on the Detester EP, I didn't even know if I was in the band or not. It was just like we had never discussed it. It was just like, okay, we made the album, and then it's just like, okay, that was cool. So I didn't have any expectations. It was just a cool opportunity to have, I guess. But then when I joined, I mean, of course, then the opportunities became a lot clearer and just like, okay, wow, okay, this is really happening. So it's been a good ride so far, and I mean, it just feels like we're just getting started still
Oh,
after such a long time.
that's very nice.
Yeah.
When we listen to the albums, we can say that the band has his own identity, but kind of the identity is going to changing a little bit from album to album. That's
Mm.
something that we can understand when we listen each one of those works. Um, how do you, as a musician and then as a band, choose the direction of each album? Or it just happens when you are writing and
Uh,
composing and whatever?
I mean, so Buster writes everything. So everything is it's just an open door to his mind, basically. The sound that comes out on the album is just how he feels at that time. So, for example, when we released the Abyssal album, it was way different because it was more towards kind of the death metal, deathcore style, and away from the more signature progressive polyrhythmic stuff. Because Buster was just tired of it, and then he came back after the album and just like, okay, we kind of, I don't know, not to say lost the identity a little bit, but he realized that he didn't want to make that kind of music. So we went back again to the more progressive and slow stuff, and then he found a way to make it bigger and a bigger soundscape. So I don't know. It's just ever evolving depending on his mood. I think.
But when he brings the all the lyrics and all the songs and everything,
Yeah.
do you and the other musicians look at that like a challenge? Because you think, okay, let's see what is going to happen this time. Which challenge do we have to go through and to be even
Oh,
stronger as a group?
oh yes. I mean, every time he sends us a clip of like new music or whatever, it's just like, oh, okay. This is where we're heading. Okay, this is crazy. So it's just every time. It's it's just a fun time.
Do you think it's harder for you to as a vocalist because all the eyes during the concert or
Mm,
great part of the eyes of the audience are in you?
mm.
Do you think it's harder to you to adapt to these new identities that the band is pushing song to song, album to album, and then put it all in a concert?
I mean, live it kind of works anyway. Even if we changed up the sounds a little bit,
Hmm.
live it's just melts together in a good way anyway. So I haven't really had that problem
Hmm.
yet. Uh, I'm sure it's gonna come up someday, but so far it's been good, and all the albums or different songs from different albums have really melded together well, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All the songs of the humanities, they are a little more, they are a little bit, how do we say this, atmospheric, or a little bit apocalypse, some of them.
Oh yeah.
um uh, where do you get this aesthetic from, or him, from philosophy, movies, books, or
Ooh.
life?
I mean, I know around the release of, or when he wrote the album Velde,
Yeah.
he was a big fan of the soundscapes of the movie Dune.
Ah.
Because it was just like the whole mix and just how big it sounded. So it's kind of he has just evolved into this kind of just soundscapey slash orchestral idea of creating music. So it's, yeah, oftentimes it comes first and then he writes a riff on it, you know. So it's the soundscape is very present in the songwriting, which it probably wasn't way back when, but in this sound we have now for sure. Yeah.
When you join together, in the studio or rehearsing
Yeah.
before the tour and the gigs, or when you are creating the album, do you think about the impact that the songs will have on the audience, or you don't even think about that? You do what you have to do, and then when you go live, you can see like a flower, I don't know how to say in English,
Yeah. I understand what you mean.
between the band, the songs,
Yeah.
and the audience.
I mean, it's a little bit of both, I think, because sometimes you can hear as soon as you kind of make a song, they're like, oh, this will be really great live. Maybe we don't know. So maybe we think that and then it doesn't work. We've had that a few times too. And other songs that we thought didn't think much of when we recorded them, but then we tried them live, and then it was like, oh, okay, this is how it is. So it's, of course, it's very prevalent in my mind at least, how it will sound live, and we want to also really make or do them justice live as well. So if we have the big soundscapey stuff, we want it to sound as it does on the record. So that's a challenge in itself as well. But yeah, I hope that answered your question.
When you are on stage, do you like looking at the audience, or you are in your own universe when you're singing with a bunch of the guys with you on stage?
I mean, it's a little bit of both. I mean, you always see the audience, I guess. But I mean, I try to just be in my own head and just like, I don't know, vibe. Try to have a good time, while not messing up anything. This is very complicated music, so you need to be like on time, and if you miss something, then it's hard to find your way back. So you need to, I don't know, I need to be present, but at the same time try to have some fun. But yeah, I look at the audience as much as I look at the others, I guess.
And asking directly to you, Philip,
Yeah.
what do you hope people feel when they listen to your song, to your voice, and to the songs of the band? What do you think the people think? Do you ever thought
Well,
about that?
I hope, I don't know, I can't really say like what they should feel. I just want them to feel something, because there are a lot of bands out there that make just music that is, I wouldn't say bland, but it doesn't make you feel anything. So if they come up to me afterwards and say that they really felt something, it could be like, yeah, just relief or sadness or whatever. That's all I want. That's the best kind of grade I could get.
Yeah. Do you like people go and speak to you after the gigs?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we try to talk to everyone who wants to talk to us as much as possible. Yeah, I mean, it's always nice
It's always nice, yeah. The Swedish scene in Sweden has
Yeah.
always been a great reference for the metal all over the world, but everything is changed a little. Do you think there is a special place for your band today, with the universe of music changing? There's a specific space for the band in the scene, uh, metal in Sweden and in Europe?
I mean, I hope so. It's hard to say. I mean, we just focus on what we want to do, and if people like it, then that's great. Uh, kind of. But I think we're really, yeah. I mean, it's gonna sound dumb, but I think we're really onto something. I guess. I think we have. I like our sound, and we try to make something unique. And I just, yeah, people like it, then that's good enough for me.
You said before that this is a very um, uh, not hard, but a very difficult genre of music. You have to be on the right spot so everything comes all right, and good
Mm.
songs, and everybody can listen, and it's perfect. Do you think the band still has the capacity to innovate in this genre of music?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, Buster is writing a new album right now that doesn't sound anywhere close to what we've done before, but still kind of having our signature sound. So yes, it's still very much evolving, and yeah, for
When
sure.
when will when do you think that we'll have the opportunity to listen to those new songs?
Good question. Let's see. I have to record some vocals on them first. I mean, let's see. Not sure.
Let's see in Christmas. Too early.
Might have something for Christmas.
Nice, nice.
Might be.
Good. We'll be waiting for that. Tell me another thing, Philip. Um, when you sing and when you're on stage singing, these lyrics, they have a lot of intensity, emotional intensity. It's easy to you to deal with the things that you are singing, or you have to, let's see, like an actor, you have to incorporate like kind of a character, so you can go on stage and bring all that emotion that the lyric has. Is difficult for you? It's easy for you? How do you deal with that?
I mean, I'm kind of an introverted person. So in order for me to even get up on stage, I need to enter another character.
Oh,
So that's, I mean, otherwise I would just have stage fright. I can't speak in front of 20 people. So, but I can play music in front of thousands. So it's just a different thing, I guess. I mean, yeah, for sure. I'm getting into character and just trying to do my own thing. And yeah, people seem to be very appreciative of what I do. So I will just keep on doing it, I think.
which Philip is here with me today?
Here is the normal one, the normal introverted one, not the scary looking kind.
Scary looking guy. Imagine. So,
uh,
when you're rehearsal, um, it's easy for you to. Yesterday, I had a conversation with a Portuguese band. They have 45 years old. It's one of the oldest rock bands in Portugal. And I
cool.
was speaking to the founder, and he was telling me when they rehearse, uh, each rehearsal is like a concert. So they have to put everything on each time they are together. And with you and the band, is like this? You try to do like if you are on stage, or you just try to see if everything is good, is okay, the notes are on the right place, your
Right.
voice is on the right spot.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we do much of like head banging and stuff when we rehearse. It's just like, okay, does the technology work? Do the guitars work? Does the triggers work? It's just, does everything work? That's kind of the main goal of a rehearsal for us. What we do on stage is very different.
Ah,
Uh, then we go all in. On rehearsals, it's just very more chill, I would say.
more chill, because you don't have the responsibility to have thousands or hundreds of persons in front of you.
Yeah, kind of.
During these years, do you have a specific gig, a specific show that you kept in your memory as a turning point for you,
As a turning point, I'm not sure.
or something that you have?
Yeah, I mean, we I do have like a moment that really stuck with us. I mean, that I can speak for the whole band. It was just not just me. It was when we played at Summer Breeze. I don't remember how many years ago was that. Probably like three years ago or something. It was just a perfect kind of setting. It was very dark, and we played in like a tent, and it started to storm like crazy. So we were on the only stage with kind of a roof. So it just happened to be that everyone flocked in front of our stage, and it was just a crazy storm, and we just played, and it really stuck with us because that was really memorable. So
You
yeah,
you keep
that's
you keep you keep on playing.
yeah. We kept on playing all the way. Yeah, for sure. But it was just very special.
You know, I think it was 5 or 6 years ago. Nick Cave came to Portugal, to Oporto, to a festival, and Oporto rains a lot.
Mm.
And when he went there on stage, he put his hands like this and begins raining, and it was like crazy. And everybody said, "What? Rains a lot,
Just
a lot."
thumb in the rain.
Yeah, stumble in the rain, stumble in the rain. Have you ever been into Portugal before?
I have not. I'm
You
very
have
much looking
not.
forward to it.
Not
We,
even in holidays.
I mean, we looked into it a bunch of times because we like tried to, or we wanted to travel to Lisbon or something, but we never pulled the trigger. So this is going to be a really good time. I'm looking forward to it.
Are you very, your expectations are high concerning the audience?
I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, they better deliver. I think they will.
And what can we expect from Philip, the character, the crazy character of
Mhm.
Philip? What can we expect from him on stage?
Well, I let's just say I will just give it my all, like I always do. But for sure, I mean, first time playing in Portugal, that would be very special. So I think you will see that every one of us will enjoy it a lot. I think we will just have a really good time.
That's a question that I always like to, kind of, not always, but sometimes like to do, because everybody that are listening to these talks, they always told me, but they only listen to, on your case, deathcore. Philip,
Mm.
you only listen to deathcore, or you listen and other things beside the ones that you sing with the
I,
band?
I think I think I don't listen to deathcore at all. Probably
Exactly.
my favorite band is Opeth. So
Oh,
that is very different. It's just like progressive. I don't know, just very mellow
mellow, yeah.
sounding. I like Catatonia as well. So it's just I'm I don't know. I'm more into listening to just like melancholic, slow, softer music, I guess. So, it's a very big contrast from what I actually play. But
That's another characteristic of your two personas.
yeah, well, yeah, there you have it.
Have you ever thought writing music with that melancholic touch?
I mean, if anyone would write that kind of music, or if we would do a song in that direction, I would be very much open for it because I like that a lot. But let's see what the future holds.
Philip, thank you so much for being here. It was great to speak to you. Now I hope to see the. How can I say that in English? I don't have the words, but I hope to see the tiger on stage.
Ah, oh yes, oh yeah, for sure.
So everybody's waiting for you to deliver the tiger.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, oh yeah, it will be delivered.
Philip, thank you so much. I hope to see you soon and have a safe journey to Portugal and enjoy everything because this is a great country.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Philip. Bye bye.
Bye.